Okay, I'm here with Jodi Bushnell,
Hello.
and she's from uh, Alameda, California. And Jodi, tell us when you quit smoking and what are some of the things that you tried to quit smoking?
I quit on January 8th, 2015, so it's been
Uh-huh.
about 5.5 years.
Mhm.
Before I quit the last time, I had tried Chantix, hypnosis. I read that stupid Alan Carr book that just deals with your brain, and it lasted me a day. I think I started smoking probably before I closed the book. I tried
Well,
patches.
let's go back with Chantix. What was it like with Chantix?
Uh, it made cigarettes taste bad, and you're supposed to pick a quit date. I quit, but then as soon as this Chantix was out of my system, again, that was one level, I believe.
Uh-huh.
It just dealt with it, made it taste bad, and it just, and as soon as the taste, got cigarettes always taste bad, but they taste like cigarettes. But as soon as it got to where it was, tasting like cigarettes again, I kept trying it to see if it would taste better.
Right.
So, and eventually it did. So I kept smoking. I quit cold turkey. I think I've tried everything in the book to break the habit, and nothing stuck until I took your program.
Okay. And then you were kind of a closet smoker too, right? And
Yeah, as far as I know, not many people knew I smoked. I had a couple people I could party with, and
uh-huh.
have a cigarette out in the open. But
Right.
yeah, I tried to hide it from everybody.
And so that was a lot of, what was it like to try to hide it? I mean,
Well, it was, I got caught sometimes, and I would throw the cigarette down like I wasn't really smoking that. I would just toss it down like that cigarette didn't come from me. I don't know where that cigarette came from. I mean, it was so stupid. And it was just, but I couldn't quit smoking, but I so wanted to quit.
uh-huh. And so you tried all those things, and then uh, what was it like? Uh, what was the transformation like by the time when you actually quit smoking? What was different about it?
Well, well, it was different because I had your program behind me.
Right. But I
Well,
mean, what was the change that you went through after you quit? What was different in your life?
oh, I didn't have to hide anything.
Yeah.
I didn't have to buy cigarettes. I didn't have to worry about running out. I didn't have to stink, or I would use mouthwash a million times a day, which wasn't a bad habit, but but for the reason I was doing it, it was not the greatest.
Right.
So it's just freeing.
Okay. And so to the people that are watching this, full disclosure, Jodi's my neighbor and my BFF, and I had some. I've been teaching people how to quit smoking since 1978. And my rule of thumb, my rule that I always went by is never teach your friends or your relatives to quit smoking. That was, I always said that. And so I think I knew you for about 4 years, 4 or 5 years before we even discussed it. I mean,
Because I hid it.
yeah. And
And,
well, you thought I didn't know, but I did know.
yeah.
But yeah, and so I was really hesitant because I really wanted you to be able to quit. But I waited until you sort of came to me and said, you were trying, that's when, after you tried the Alan Carr book, I said, come on, I can I can teach you how to do this. But it was really kind of against what I thought would work, because I remember saying at the time, okay, we're best friends, but what you've got to do is you've got to be the student and I've got to be the teacher, and you've got to really, and I wasn't sure if it was going to work, but it did.
Yeah,
And
I wasn't sure either,
mhm.
but I just put all everything aside and just listened to you, and went by the program and did what you told me to do. which I don't do very well, but I do follow the rules, and so that's what I did. I just followed your program like I do everything else.
Yeah.
Just tried my best and gave it my all, and it was the easiest thing I ever did. It was work, but it was so worth it.
And so what was different about all those other things that you tried, Chantix and the Alan Carr book and all that kind of thing? What was different about nicotine solutions?
Well, I believe it, well, I know it not only dealt with the addiction, but it went into, uh, you knew everything about what I was going to be going through. And I used to say, you zinged me again, because I would smoke a half a cigarette sometimes.
Uh-huh.
And I would put it up and then smoke it later. And then when we got to a point of the program where you had to count your cigarettes, and you said, if you put it out and light it again, that's 2 cigarettes. And I was like, darn it. But you knew everything that I was going through when I was going through it. And it helped so much because you talked me through it, and you got me not smoking and not wanting to smoke. I mean, I still have the desire, everyone, the feeling will hit me, but you taught me even how to deal with those.
Right. And so you just say,
Yeah.
it's a thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Ha ha ha.
And so what, if you were going to talk with, or to give somebody advice that's still smoking and looking at this program, what would you tell them?
Buy 2 of them.
Why too, huh?
Well, I mean, seriously, to me, I would love everybody who smokes to have to take your course, because they would be able to quit.
Uh-huh.
If they just do what you say and embrace the course. It's the easiest way. No drugs, everything positive about it. There's no, you just have to listen to you and do what you ask, and then it works.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for talking with us today. And I'll probably see you around the docks. We live on in a floating home community. So
I see you first.
see each other a lot. So talk to you later.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.